is pretty much the same, except as it goes forward of the station, the sides go almost to a vertical stem.
So the side and pretty much remains constant throughout our length. Again, it starts off almost vertical. Its maximum flare is about here, about a third of the bow. She straightens up a little bit more at the transom. So if you stand back here, you can see how she's sort of really flared out.
Yeah.
Mark, can you just pick that up? I'll see you over here, roll her over just to show you. Pick up and roll her out. Back over here. It's not upright, but you can see how she becomes relatively straightish. Gentle curves on the bow, gradually increases the curve. So it's maximum about a third away from the stern. That's what the flare on the side is like.
So one of these straight.
But you don't want to go too far because
They make them where the shear is not straight.
well, some boats and designers do a straight shear.
Yeah.
Some have done a reverse shear, depending on the style of boat and what they're after. But I mean, this blue boat out here, she's a junk rig. She's got a relatively straight shear. The power boat, real creepy, got a reverse shear from the cabin going forward. And that other power boat out there was going back reverse shear slightly. The boat over to the left, though, underneath the tower on Scour Hill, it's got a nice shear. It's one of the main lobster boats. But they're real modular. But again, the lines come from the straight shear gives you more ability to unsail. There are a few things that have what I call close to straight shears. But they're practical. But I'm a little bit of a sucker for a good curve.
I like the idea of it being straight and getting the curvature based on the other parts.
Yeah.
You know, just from how it's bent up and the width in the middle and the beam and all that.
Okay. But this is a breast hook, and those two are quarter knees, and this was put together just briefly with the idea of not sailing. So it didn't have the spacer blocks and this in rail or the outer rub rail. It just had a kind of 1.5 by 3/4 piece. And we put the mast in with these little spreaders and had the diagonal braces, but we found that she twisted by adding this, and plus sitting on that inch edge was a little hard on the rear end. But by spacing it out, it made it wider and more comfortable. And it just tightened her right up. Okay, we can roll her back. again towards the house. But these are plywood and they're stitched, and so we're tack and tape method of holding the edges together. So they're tied with wire and then resin and glass, and the wire is taken out. Cool. Okay, we're back into the boat shed. I haven't confirmed the shear is straight, but it looks pretty well straight. The clinker line is pretty well parallel, and the rocker at the bottom follows more or less the shear. Pretty damn close. But the nice thing is you can always learn from things. And when I got her, she didn't have a breast hook or quarter knees, and the rub rail was in pretty bad shape. But I added breast hook and quarter knees, and it really stiffened her up and put a more substantial rub rail on her. But she's flat bottom with a hog piece, and you can see the fasteners in the hog piece. The screws are poking up, so if you get on with bare feet, they need to cut you. So that's the planking is, or the hog is worn away, and the actual planking is wearing thin. Simple. And she's got a notch in the transom for an outboard. But easy to build. Now, if you notice the bottom panels, some of them are wide and some of them narrow. Wood boats, if they're left in the water, they're stable. Oh, this is a rabbited stem. We'll be doing a two-piece stem, which will be a line cut across here and an outer stem put on just for simplicity. But her stem's got rot, and she's tired. And if you see that crack between the center thwart and the aft thwart, that runs right along. That's one of her main failings. That's a 1x12 screws, and I don't know why it cracked, but if you had some half frames down the side on more equal spacings, it might have reduced that tendency, and we'll be incorporating that. Basically, you can see her flare wasn't much, so her shear isn't much. And that's the trick to it, at least with this type of boats.